Alright, and we should be live. Let me just check the stream health. It looks to be right. Alright, looks all good. I'm just gonna rename this to part 4. Oxygen not included. And yeah, and we should be live. Welcome back everyone to Oxygen Not Included. It has been quite a crazy week for me. A lot of things happened, I would say. And I think the conclusion is I just hope everyone's all right. People have been falling sick like crazy this past week or so. Um, this includes at home, at work, people I know, family, friends. Really is, I don't know, terrible weather perhaps. Just another flu season perhaps. The change of weather in, something to do with August maybe. I don't know, but it's crazy. So I hope everyone on your end is good too and stays well. And I think that's the one thing that everyone can agree upon is probably that most important thing in life is definitely your health, right? So if that's not sorted, I don't think anything else will be. Yeah, let's get right back into it. Cycle 62. Since it's been a while, I'm gonna have to just check around to see what we've been up to. I think it should be the same for you guys. Though, of course, you all can just check the video. Irrigation, okay. So what's up with irrigation? Eh, are we not getting enough water going up or something? Wait, wait, wait. You shouldn't be connected to this. Oh, really? Why are you all connected to that? That's crazy. That's a huge waste of liquids. Okay, alright. That should solve the irrigation problem. Right. And what about this? We are awaiting the coolant. Okay, it's filling itself up, I suppose. Once it's filled itself up, we can start turning copper into copper ore. Sorry, copper ore into copper. So 100 kilos of copper ore, we get exactly 100 kilos of copper. That's insane. Yeah, this will changes completely. What else can we do? Is gold amalgam, iron, which we have 14 tons of. That's a lot of iron actually that we have. Um, yeah, that's a lot of iron. Okay, but not as much as copper, right? Difference being is that iron has a better thermal conductivity, but sucks at the core. Copper is used for a lot of general stuff, which is why I think it makes sense that it's expensive. So we can spend a ton of copper here easily, right? And that should work. So mop up some of these stuff. We got a lot of chlorine leaking in places and natural gas leaking as well. I'm not sure where the leak of the natural gas is from, but perhaps we can sort that out with a bit of this, right? So now once that goes in, we just got a priority 90s. That should get the natural gas going into the cooking chamber and at least we can utilize it. What do you output? You don't output anything. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's really good. It's just that we don't have um fried mushrooms to make the mushroom. We need the other ingredient. I don't even know what that is. Mmm. Yeah, so there's nothing here that we can produce at this time, huh? Right, let's see. Perhaps there's something else that I could do here. So we've shut off that supply of gas. Um, if we just connect these two, because this is an in and out valve, right? What if I just bypass this and let the gas just flow? Would that still work? Hmm. Hmm. I'm not entirely sure. Just gonna try it out and see. Because I just want the gas to be utilized and not there's overload damage going on here. From what exactly? I guess it's just the tapidizer. Tapidizer takes way too much power. So we need a different kind of transformer for this. That's the only option. So we need the large power transformer, which is from refined metals, which means you gotta do that. Let's set a P8 on the refinery. That way we can get that going. Let's mop these up. Did someone just... I don't know, never mind. Okay, some of these priorities are just not being done. Just taking walks. Alright, we sorted this water problem, that's nice. There's a work errand going on there. Is the water still just flowing through? Or, okay, someone is working on it. Okay, that's cool. So that actually helps quite a bit. Quite a bit. How about our skills? Alright, so you can do... So you don't have signs. You have insane strength though. How about your machinery? You got machinery too. You can actually do mechatronics. Hmm. Gonna get you into this. Get you used to doing mechatronics, I suppose. That might help. Yeah, sure. Get you into creativity. Let's see priorities here. Devon is doing operating. Okay. Yeah, settings seems to be okay. The printing part. Okay, we got the Slickster eggs. I thought I told them to move it. Are they moving it? Because I don't see that happening. Pending move. How long will you take to move it? Do I do that instead? Or maybe if I prioritize that, the place to relocate to, maybe they'll do this faster? I'm not sure how it works actually. Haven't prioritized relocates before, but hey, it might just work. Okay, it says the pipe is blocked. But by what? Oh, maybe up here? Oh, maybe up here. Okay, cool. So this one we can just zero this. Right? And zeroing it should do the trick. Because I only need that temporarily there. I think it's moving the eggs. Okay, cool. He's moving the eggs. Nice. Got the Slickster eggs incubating inside this place. So I'm not sure if we even need the incubator here. Actually. Yeah, we might not even need the incubator. Which will save us a little bit of power. Let's see how much of incubation. It's 24%. It's 5% per cycle, so that's like that's 10 cycles. That's actually, I mean, seven. It's about 75 now. It's 15 cycles. We could just wait. Oh, you know what? We'll just still dismantle the incubator once it's done. I think that's doable too. How's the load here? This one's doing great actually. Oh no, it's not. It's very high because of this thing, the metal refinery. It's consuming way too much. Way too much. Okay. Um, yeah. So, what can we reduce? I mean, ideally, it looks like we can't. We just gotta run like a heavy one or something. So how does this look like? It's 200 for the copper wire and 200 for the copper ore. And the conductive is 100, right? It's 100 for the copper, 200 for the so this one, and this is just better. But to get to that, I need to go through a bit of this. So, does this count as dismantling it? I don't know. If I put this over you, does that dismantle the previous wiring? I'm just gonna do one just to see what happens. And then I want to see if they dismantle the previous wire just to be sure. Because these are some of the things that I used to just do casually, but never quite spent time just to look at it for a bit to know what it's actually doing. How's this? Alright, that shut off is working fine. So the gas from here is not flowing. Right? Yeah, it's not. Okay. Okay. So, alright, I think I know what I gotta do then. Because we're not utilizing the natural gas there. And we should. Right, we should. So mayhaps let's just turn you off for a bit. Let's get a gas pipe from here over there. Uh, yeah. We'll see if that works first. Then we can decide on the other stuff. Alright, so that work errand is still there. They have moved the Slickster eggs. Okay, so at least we know that the Slicksters are going to show up in here, and then we can actually see what happens, right? Which will be kind of fun, I suppose. I've never farmed Slicksters before, so this will be a first time. Let's see. Yikes! What am I doing? Okay. A lot of chlorine there. Nice chlorine farm here, actually. This is really good. There's also some Dracos there. We might be able to just open a pocket here and just use the space. You grow fine in chlorine as well, right? Yeah, you do. What's your body temperature like? What's the temperature here? So it's just not hot enough? Very interesting. So it's just not hot enough, huh? Alright, what else is down here? What is this? Whoa, I've discovered a fossilized critter buried in my colony, at least part of one, but it does not resemble any of the species we've encountered on this asteroid. Where did it come from? How did it get here? And what are the questions might these bones hold the answer to? Only one way to find out. Oh, so we're gonna excavate the bones of the ancient specimen. Super cool. The hell? Amber fossil? Oh. Oh, so we gotta like just excavate these? Um, well, I guess that's interesting. We'll see what that turns into. We do need hydrogen in this area. And right now we don't have that because of your empty pipe. You're empty because this one's not pumping. Because this is disabled. Okay, okay. I think that's okay. I just need to make sure that say heavy watt conductive between the battery to this, and then we should be okay. Right? I think that's just all I gotta do. The thing is I can't run it through the floor unless I have a joint plate. Super annoying. Yeah. What's your overheat? Do I risk it? Hmm. Oh, I think you just can't be built there. It's kind of annoying. I really want those heavy watt conductives. I really want those. I need those special copper for that. Alright, what we're gonna do is disable the tapidizer, because that will save everything else. So let's just do that. And once the tapidizer is disabled, we'll fill this place up a little more before we do anything else. How is the bacteria here? It looks horrifying. I'm just glad the slime lung is not getting out because of the sanitizer, which is working miracle right now. This is working a miracle. No kidding. And those oxygen masks? Insane. Wow. Wow, you just shut off slime lung just like that. Okay. And let's do the priority for those. Okay, that's cool. Now let's see. Did we do this? Okay, we did. Did it still have the wire, the regular wire? No, I think it just dropped the copper of the regular wire. So we can just start to build these. I see. Okay. So where does the copper end up going? So we have copper there. Can't I just like do this? No? I see the refined metal. Alright, never mind. I think we just need to go through this for a bit. So I just need to run a heavy watt here. Or here. If it's so insistent that I do it this way. And then just pull that there. Get rid of all of these. And get another heavy watt from there to there. Right. And that should technically solve this problem. Just glad it's near the battery, so I can easily do that. And that should help. These mushrooms are just no seeds, huh? Okay. Not the worst. Okay. Alright, they're working on that, so I'll let them do their thing. How is this going now? So we have the... I believe we have the spores. Right? No, wait, it still says insufficient zombie spores. I think we don't need to pump it yet. God damn, that's terrifying. Okay. I don't want to be involved with that at all. It's absolutely terrifying. A door here, perhaps? High priority for that, and then we can cut through there. Let's get the water. How does that... Okay, it's not running yet, but it will be. Alright, we got 90 kilos of copper. Not enough for this. Let's do a K9 sweep there. Oh, we're getting a dupe in about 0.7 cycles. That'll be useful for us. See how soon that happens. How about this? Okay, I think we're gonna wait to solve this problem, right? So, yeah. Yeah. And what about this? Is it flowing? It does not seem to be. So this one is disabled? No, it is an errand. It has not been disabled yet. So it's probably just pumping too much gas for the other pipe to contribute, is my guess. I think so. Right? Because if not, then this valve is actually doing something. Hmm. Yeah, it's the valve. It's just the valve that was doing something. So let's decon those. That way we can get some natural gas from down there and clear this place up. Because there's a lot of natural gas going on here. It's crazy. Okay. We're getting more copper, I hope. There we go, 190 kilos of copper. That's going to be useful. That is running really well, actually. That is super cool. That's running really well. Is this wire still being overloaded? No, it's not. It's completely underutilized now. Oh yeah, that's... No, actually no. Because it's still part of the same circuit. We still need to have some kind of a transformer. Otherwise, it's gonna get destroyed, I suppose. Yeah. Where should we put you? Kind of short of space right now. Might have to get rid of some of the mushroom farm. That'll be a thing. I could move one of the batteries for sure. I could just rewire it somewhere here, maybe. You know? Let's decon this tile. Yeah, if I can move one of these batteries, I might have a nice spot for it. Right, because the gas pump's gonna block the mushroom, so it can't be there. I do need the transformer. Definitely. Down here, down here. If I move things by one space, perhaps. Otherwise, I just sort of rewire it from a little bit further, like here, perhaps. There's a lot of space here. I could use this. Right. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So, let's see, what's the load here? Okay, now I'm gonna just have to wire this through here. And remove these and these. So you come out from here and go there and there. Right, let's see how that works. Should do it. Right, so they are doing this, but we just don't have a place to store all of the resources that's coming our way. So what we can do instead is perhaps start to get some storage bins. Smart one, huh? Yeah, just a storage one is fine. Let's see. So can I just use a conductive wire now from here? Two kilowatts is fine, right? I don't need this. Yeah, 2 kilowatts is actually fine. So what do I do here? Do I need both the batteries? I could do it this way. Save those. Yeah, and we'll see how it happens. This one is not being disabled. Can we up those priorities, guys? You're okay, right? Right. What do we get? Whoa, a lot of excavation. God damn, we got Picasso here. Your name's Meep. Increase medicine. Decrease construction, decrease calories, not very good. Increase air consumption, not very good. Decrease excavation. But you have 10 excavation though, so that's kind of insane. Decreased air consumption, immune to food poisoning. You can really dig if I want to let you. I don't mind just getting the Oxalite care package actually. Yeah, we'll do that. Right now surviving is quite important. That thing's just gonna sit there emitting oxygen, so I don't even need to be bothered with it. I think that's a decent idea. The hell? What are all these in here? Okay. It's K90s. Damn, there's a lot of stuff there. Oh! Why did you die? Oh, because of the tile. I'm an idiot. Should I save it? No, wait. What's your Devon? Devon was, let's see your skills, Devon. Do we have anyone else on operating? We have Ruby. This machinery is insane. No, Devon was the right person. Man, I really want to reload this 60. What was that? 64? Cycle 64. Because we are halfway through cycle 64, we're not even. It's not even much that we've done here. And it's around some time in cycle 64 where I got rid of this. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's not so bad. You'll deal with it. Yeah. So let's just get this. Okay, we gotta wait for them to build a bit more. Let's priority 9 that. And let's get a power transformer here. Wire in, wire out. Yeah. I think that should do it. So that tile was actually completely my fault. I thought they could skip 2. I just remember they can only skip 1 tile, so big mistake there. No worries. Okay, this one. Yes, we did sort this out before, so we gotta just deconstruct that. And that should solve the problem. Yeah, just decon those. Good number of beds. I wonder if the printing pod's gonna print something differently this time. I don't think that's how it works, but let's see. The bottle emptier. It's gonna be dumping water there. Soggy feet. Yeah, you know, we gotta. The reason I did that is because I wanted to move the bottle emptier somewhere. It's all because of you. Auto bottler. No, no, I don't want to do that. Can I just decon you just to move you to a better spot? Or can I just change this? No, you know what? It's not worth it. I'm just gonna decon this. Why is there polluted water here? Okay, and then let's do bottle emptier right there. There we go. That should do it. How's the gas flow? Seems to be okay. Are you disabled? You are. And since you are disabled, there's still some gas coming through. It seems like. From here. Oh, there's still some natural gas coming from here, huh? Okay, I think that's okay. There's also chlorine in there, and I think it should be killing the germs. Alright, let's see. Blueprint. Oh yeah, they're totally different. Wow, okay. They're worse though, but different. Right. Nicola. So you're our doctor. You're medicine 8. You're not as good as the new one, but you have science 3, and so you're already at advanced medical care. Which means you can actually do this. Right, so we need steel and we need zombie spores. We need how much of steel? 300 kilos of steel. We can't produce steel yet. Steel is well beyond what we can do. Let's see, steel. Metal refinery. I make steel from metal refinery? Uh-huh. Iron, refined carbon, lime. Oh. Really? Okay, how much of steel do we need again? We need 300 kilos of steel. So that's 210. Kilos of iron. Alright, we'll just prepare it. We probably don't have full access to it yet. Right, I'm just gonna chill for a bit, let them do some sweeping tasks, clean everything up as much as they can. And these dupes suck, so just gonna reject them. Well, we rejected a dupe, but we saved one's life by going back in time a little bit. I'll take it, I'll take it. Not a complete win, but I'll take it. Okay, so maybe I just need to split off, cut off between these two. Like if I have a gas shut off between those two, that might actually do the job. Connects to automation grid. Okay, just a valve then. Yeah, just a valve then. I think that'll do the trick. Yeah. Yeah. And let's decon these. 7, so that one gets done first. How's the power here? I think it's a bit better. So now that we are doing this, I can actually get more conductive wire to connect there. Remove those, remove all the way there. And P7 that. We got a sage hatch egg. They create coal as waste. Sage hatches. Interesting. Did we have that before? Okay, so we got no Draco eggs available. That's okay. How about the sage hatch? This is the feed, right? Poker shell. Alright, let's just do... So we only got hatch. You're gonna get sage hatch. Okay, so hatch. Hatches can eat anything, huh? God damn. Whoa, what's that? Granite. What did we get you from? What did we get you from? You excrete phosphorite, huh? And you need bleachstone. Phosphorite, okay. What do y'all excrete? Coal, okay. Same thing. Guess the sage one is just like a different looking one, maybe? We are getting some granites here. I'm not sure what they're from. Maybe we deconstructed something and we got some granites. Okay. Let's see. So we don't need a different feeding for the sage hatch, right? I think they work the same. Hatch and hatchling. Do they eat anything differently? No. Seem to be pretty much the same thing. Okay. I suppose we have dirt the most. Isn't that right? What do we have available the most? 102 tons of dirt. Yeah, we can do dirt. Yeah, we can do dirt. And what about the Draclet? Draco? D? Pincha pepper plant and balm lily. Mealwood. We don't see it though. Mealwood? Yeah. Wait, so you eat the plant? That's interesting. You eat the actual plant. Not the... Oh. Wow. So you're looking for food. And you need this? That is interesting. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then I likely need to have some of those growing here. Right? Otherwise, they got no food. That's very interesting. I've never grown these, so I'm learning quite a bit right now. Okay, I guess. Oh, there we go. Slickster eggs. Incubate them. Okay, I think the power is okay. We need someone to operate that to see it properly. Alright, so your load is high. Up to here. Okay, so if we can connect these with heavy water or whatever, we should be okay. Right, because you're really cheap. You only have 100 copper. You, however, need uh 25 copper. You know, you're actually better. You're actually better. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, never mind. Let's just do this first. Alright, we don't want to use the iron. We want to use the copper only to do these. Okay, that should solve that problem. I hope so. I hope so. I don't know how to get the steel going. There we go. So once we produced iron, it seems like we just got iron to steel. It just showed up. So it looks like it just unlocks as we find more stuff. Okay, so what do we need then? We need the other ingredients, which we have not discovered. Interesting. I'm just gonna have to dig deeper at this point. Right. That's just the way it is, right? Okay. Let's see. Are we getting anything from here? No? Okay, how about if I shut this off then? Man, we couldn't. We have left one gas pipe there. I'm not gonna send anything in there. It's way too risky. We've opened this little pocket here. Some balm lily flowers. Got some cool stuff here. For there we go. Perhaps we can open this. Get in there and get that. A lot of igneous rock, iron. There's a lot of iron here actually. Iron ore. Yeah, but converting it to steel is where we kind of are caught, right? Because we need certain ingredients for steel. Again, let's just check this, see what we need for steel. So we need a refined carbon. Looks like the only way to get it is from the kiln. Oh, and lime. Wait, the only way to get lime is the rock crusher? No way. So I need the kiln anyway then. Hmm. Fine. We'll try it out. So what do I need to make this work? I'm just gonna pop it here. So all industrial machinery. And then the rock crusher as well. What kind of power do you need? So the kiln doesn't need any power. That's great. But I bet the rock crusher does, right? So the rock crusher needs 240 watts. Okay, I think we can do that. This line can totally handle that. Yeah, you can totally handle that load. That's fine. And the kiln doesn't need any power. Okay. You know what? Let's up this because we need these sorted ASAP. Uh, this is not sending any. But why? Why aren't you flowing? Hmm. I have a feeling it's to do with this and not that. Should I switch those up? Some damage going on there. Almost done fixing that. Oh, there we go. Slickster is incubating, and so is the Sage Hatch. Very nice. And now you can get your meal wood. There we go. That way you have some food, buddy. Let's get that going. Thimbleweed, harvest ready. What is harvest? Why? There you go. Can harvest that. We can also open this natural gas geyser. We don't need it because this one's already running powerful enough. We don't need too much natural gas generators because they produce a lot of CO2, right? Yeah, and it polluted water. Polluted water is okay because we can process that. We can get what do you call this, oxygen back out of that, but all of the carbon, uh, you know, too much CO2 is also a problem. Can't magically change CO2 to anything else. The Atmos suit. Oh, okay. So we have an extra Atmos suit here. Let's sweep that. I wonder if y'all are using this. No, you're not, right? Okay, let's open these up. And let's, what are you made of? Copper? Okay. Temperature here is fine though. We should decon this. We should, to replace it with the insulated tile. Alright. Since you're kind enough to do that so early. You are made of granite, okay. Okay. Let's see how this is doing. It's still not pumping anything. Yeah. Why? Do you not have power? You do have power. You're just not pumping into this, huh? Is it your outlet? No, it's not. You're also dealing with the pressure. Is it the mixing of the insulated and the regular gas pipe? Do not think so. I don't know. I'm gonna just have to gamble with this one until I figure it out. Because sometimes the settings just don't match for whatever reason. I don't know if it's just a bug or we're screwing up something, but I'm sure there's an explanation for it and we're just not figuring it out. There we go. We need refined carbon. How much of refined carbon? It didn't say steel. 20 kilos of refined carbon. We need 40. We just need 40, I think. I think just one is enough. Do we need ceramic for anything? We have about, no, we don't have any ceramic, okay. Ceramics and insulator. Sure, we'll just do some of these for fun. I just want to see how the kiln lights up. That'd be kind of cool. Slickster is at 37%. This one is at, what's your status? 37? Wait, you're at 37? What about you? 38? You're not really doing anything different here. Is it because no one's operating you? Maybe. That might be it, huh? Okay, we need lime. There we go. Yeah, we need a lot of lime, right? Okay, how much of lime do we need? 10 kilos of lime. So we need about 20, I would say, at this point. Which is not really a problem at all. It's made like 50 kilos of lime. Let's just do that. No fabrication cute. We have 380 kilos of copper. We can do more. We need more storage bins, right? So let's do that. Get rid of the N ones. How's our O2? O2 is okay. It's not the worst. Let's get the dupe skills. Tidying? Yeah, sure. Why not? When's our next dupe? 1.3 cycles. Okay, we should be okay. I think we're heading in the right direction. Just hope we don't fall apart before it's too late. I can't wait to try this thing. I seriously can't wait for it. I just need to get the steel going, get the kiln firing, get the lime going. I hope everything comes out at the same time. You're at 39% and you're at 39%. You're pretty much incubating the same way. I don't know if no one is doing this or something. Where's my ranching dude? Steve and Lyra. Okay. So where are you, Steve? Wait, where's Steve? Oh, Steve's here. You are doing what exactly? Going into this to sort some stuff here? You're brushing the teeth of the hatch. I see. Right, at least we know that these are growing. It's just that they say that the temperature might be too high here. Yeah, it's a very high temperature zone. Oh man. That still puts them out of food. Okay, so now we have a problem with temperature. This is new. And I think that's to do with the tapidizer as well that's firing, right? So we might need to switch things up a bit here. At this point, how do we do it safely? I need to change these tiles out for insulated tiles. That's the right thing to do. But to get there, it's going to take a bit of effort. I do have space for it though, so I'm not too worried about it. Hmm. We have 400,000 granite, huh? And it's a plus 20 decker. Wow, that's insane. Alright, we're gonna do this. That way we can decon that. We get more space up there. It doesn't really affect the plants. So we can totally do it this way. That should reduce the heat being passed around in this area. But how about in the ranch? So for the ranch, I'm guessing we just gotta go insulate it for this whole thing. Right, it's the only way to prevent the heat from spreading up too much. We might as well start thinking how to insulate this. Hmm. Yeah, once we open that pocket, it's just gonna explode. The water is just gonna come out. Maybe we just insulate this for now. It's not too bad. Yeah. And then we gotta look at some way to cool the place down. So maybe an ice fan. Does it matter where it's placed? Is there a direction to it? Doesn't seem to be. Right, I think the incubator is the one that's emitting quite a bit of heat, huh? Hmm. Interesting. Right, we'll try this out. We're gonna get ice anyway since we're already in the cold zone. Uh, well, it's what it is, guys. I'm trying my best here. We'll work through this if we have to. Go on, harvest those. Nice little pocket of palm lilies there. Don't want to harvest that just yet. Some earth leaf there. Got a few sweep errands, but we'll get there eventually. What's up with you? You're not a priority. Awaiting iron delivery. These things are gonna take some time to get built. Let's see. How does this do? Okay, this is not connected yet. That's a hatchet just there, just randomly. Wow. Okay. Right. This is done. This looks good. We do have the Atmos suit, which means we can actually analyze this as soon as this thing stops emitting. All right, come on. Yeah. Any day now. I'm just gonna bet for it and hit the analyze and see if the dupe actually runs up to the suit. You're okay, right? Damn, Eddie's speed always gets me. Oh, that's a perfect bet. Holy crap. Oh, no, no, no. It's not. It's not. It's still hot. That's still hot. But the suit's doing a good job. Alright, let's priority 9 that. Get that analyzed. Maybe that will help us a little bit. I think it improves something. Can't really remember. It's been forever since I did one of these. Yeah, I think the last thing we analyzed was like a water geyser. And I think we even got lucky once with a cold water geyser, which is super nice because it cools down the place. You don't need to do too much for that to work. Ooh, I wanna wrangle these for sure, for sure. So once we come in here, yeah, you know, fine. That's fine. We'll dig it out. We can actually explore this place a little. Waiting for eggshells, waiting for materials. Let's P8 those. That's still going, that's okay. We are doing okay, I believe. Let's see. Calorie generation, sure, we are at a negative 3.7k, that's fine. We have like 70,000 kilocalories. We are adding some germs. Nah, we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. We are adding some germs though, but that's okay. We got one skill increase, I think. Oh no, that was in the cycle. Okay, that's fine. Domesticated critters, yada yada. Oxygen generation, there we go. So, a little bit lesser than what we should be generating. But... yeah, we do need to generate a little more. So previously we had the CO2 farm, right? And that way we were able to generate a lot with algae terrariums. Now we don't have those, but there's a lot of CO2 being produced in this zone. Oh, okay, that's my phone. That's fine. There's a lot of CO2 being produced in this zone, though. You could actually set up another algae farm here. Okay, so I'll just do mesh tiles, right? Algae doesn't really care. Yeah. And we just got to keep the liquid at this level, not too high. We should be okay. If it gets too high, we probably got to shut off something. We don't have enough space in here to manage this liquid. The alternative would be to open this place up. Like sideways, maybe? Right, like maybe take this place up or something. Turn it into a wider containment system. We could do that. It'll cut off a bit of movement speed, but it's worth the sacrifice. Otherwise, I just get rid of this floor, you know? This whole thing. Because this whole power generation thing is only for this little bit here. It's not doing much else. Yeah. We don't really need this. We're not even running these that much, right? It's just a fridge and a few other stuff. Yeah, so the water gets too high, we can shut that off. I'll try to do something else with the deputizer, get some other form of power in. Likely a hydrogen generator, right? Because we get the electrolyzer already running here soon enough for the Drecklets. There's too much hydrogen, we can use that to regenerate power. Alright, I'm gonna get the algae terrariums back in here. No, but if we do that, we still need to pump the oxygen out. Man, that sucks. I hate that. We should be getting some CO2 from this place, actually. Oh, yeah, we should be. So you're pumping oxygen in there. We could just pull a vent out and that gives us oxygen. Right. It's a little bit far from everything else though. I think that's the downside to this. Unless we just start a terrarium farm just here. You know? Like just here. Like that. And then we start finding ways to get the CO2 down there. That might be doable. So what we can do is we can get like airflow tiles. Like so. And there's polluted oxygen in there. It's coming from... What is it coming from, actually? Is it the sweepy dock? Man. Right, we're gonna have to get rid of the sweepy. I think it's done everything it can do. It just didn't work out the way we wanted. Maybe we'll try to do another sweepy here. I don't know, and see if this thing works. See if we can sweep the algae terrarium stuff. Right, because there's something we just never figured out. Dock stars liquid and solids gathered. Use power to recharge it. We're gonna try CP one more time, okay? If it doesn't work, hey, it just doesn't work. Alright, let's just try that. Alright, algae terrarium. So airflow tiles there and there. And do I need more? This CO2 being found by the mushrooms is fine. I could just add maybe 2 algae terrariums there. This one was filtering out oxygen. We don't have any of those here. So let's just disable this and this. Yeah, they're not gonna do anything. Disable those, save the power. Rerun the power. That should help us. This is not being done. Why? They're just busy, I guess. That's fine. Oh, next cycle in 30 seconds or so. Yeah, these I think are gonna be important for us to keep the temperature in check. The tapidizer is just gonna keep firing. See, ideally, I create a layer outside here and then convert these. I think I can still do it if I do it right. Yeah, I think I can still do it. I just gotta be a little bit smart about this and make sure that I insulate it correctly, you know? So maybe if I do it this way, get the walls on the outside, and then I convert these. Okay, so now that I have these as insulated tiles and I convert these, I'm not sure if polluted water still spills out down here. That's my only concern. Okay, never mind. Let's just go through this first. Supplying, yeah, sure, we'll take that. 1 meal with seed, really, game? Is this how you treat me after everything? Alright, Nisbet, why do you look so down? You seem to be fine, though. We have Gordon Ramsay. We don't need any other chefs, right? So let's print you. Let's get the carrying, supplying, and tidying. These are the general stuff I need you guys to do. Alright, so with these sandstone walls being built, maybe we can replace this safely? I don't know, maybe. We don't lose the room bonus for this, right? Yes, we don't. And these grow fine. Okay. Alright, so now that that is done, let's see what happens if I do this. Right? Okay. Huh. Alright. Construction happens fast because we don't have too many people constructing things. We got a 1 ton of just copper. We need a bit more iron, I think. Okay. So We'll just do that. You're waiting for power? Is that so? Because you're out of coal? Oh, we are low on coal. Wow, okay, okay. I did not expect to be running out of coal so soon. Damn, the game's brutal, huh? Well, if that's the case, then natural gas generators are going to become even more of a priority for us. Look at the amount of CO2 in there. That's disgusting. That's insane. It's an insane amount of CO2. If we start building these, we might release some of that. I just hope it's instant. Got some dirty water flowing down there. Dirty, dirty water. Let's see. There's a door here. We want to check what's in there as soon as we can. Let's make our way down there. Let's deconstruct that tile. That's just a weird tile. Why is it even there? Yeah. Okay. Getting some damage here. Overload damage. Because these are still not done. Oh, so you're waiting for iron, right? Let's see. Okay, maybe that works. 49% on the Slickster X. And what's up here? Yeah, it's gonna take some time. Yeah, sure, we can drop everything off except a morb. No morbs. We should just kill the morbs. Let's deconstruct that. Disable that, that's fine. We don't need that building for now. These are still not disabled. Why did that go to auto? Did I make a mistake there? Maybe. Okay. So now what? You're not pumping anything? And it's not the mixing pipes, is it? Why aren't you pumping? I don't know. Maybe these still need to be changed. Alright, at least these are doing their thing. Alright, now it's connected, but it's still not flowing. I'm almost convinced it's just bugged. That is natural gas. This is natural gas. So if the pipe is blocked, according to you, out to in, out to in, filtered goes all the way to here. So all of that's working fine. But it's this one where it's not going through. Alright, cycle 68. almost at cycle 69. Giggity. It's working fine. Holy shit. Oh my god, we just solved that problem altogether. Yeah, that is working like a miracle. Yeah, that's working really well. Right. I have a dream that I will figure this out. Oh, the wall's already on its way. So we can get this layer of insulated tiles done. There we go. That should lower some of the temperature. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. That's hot, man. That's hot. These lights are producing a little bit of heat, but that's fine. That's negligible. These things producing a little bit of heat. That's okay. The transformers, yes, they're producing a little bit of heat. So the incubators, this one's pretty far away, so that should be okay. Hey, it's an ice fan. Wonder if that will drop the temperature enough. I think it should work. Oh, that solved it. So it was that little pipe there. I don't know, some backflow connection or something that it was preventing. But that's solved, and that's pumping, and that's getting the battery up, and everything is working as expected. Holy crap, that solved that problem, huh? Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. In that case, we're just gonna decon these. We don't need that connection for now. Yeah. Let's get rid of all of it. We don't need those. We're almost done with the insulated tile. It's an unreachable build. We don't have a ladder there. So let's get a ladder going just to get those. No, actually, no. What if I just do that? Would that allow me to inch my way down to build this? I think it, yeah, I think yes, right? I think that could work. Oh yeah. Leaking some natural gas. This one is pumping. Oh yeah, that's pumping the natural gas. Oh my god, yes. There's so much natural gas here. It's crazy. Only problem is that it's going to produce a lot of polluted water, which we are going to have to make use of. Sweep that. Is this done analyzing? Almost. It's almost done. What's this? Tube skill? What do we got? Okay, you can do construction, athletics, creativity. So if you're not building, can you just be tidying? Is that okay? Damn, you are Steve Irwin's like full on maxed out. So maxed out Steve Irwin. Yo. Harvest it whenever we reach it, just harvest the damn thing. Yeah. That's just the general rule. Alright, did we solve most of the problems? I think we did. Okay. Decon that and that. And let's decon this. There we go. We got this wall. That's very nice. Let's get rid of this. And I think we can start getting rid of these. And the water shouldn't pour. I'm just gonna get rid of one. Just to see what happens. Water didn't pour. That is a massive win that we're able to do this. Absolutely massive. Alright, how is the temperature now? It's still around 35, 34 there, but it's not so bad. You're okay, right, Eddie? Eddie's just here to give me heart attacks, guys. That's what he does. There we go, and we can decon that. Very nice. So we've done that. We can start deconstructing these tiles. Yep. Yep. Beautiful. Save one tile, I think we need to. So the math adds up. Yeah, no water. Perfect. Holy shit, okay. More or less managed to save this for now, but I think we do have to move some of the equipments out of here. I think we'll move the water sieve, or we don't need the manual gen actually, right? So you need 4 spaces. Yeah, I'd rather move the water sieve at this point. It's like it doesn't have to be in here. It could be anywhere. Yeah, we could put it maybe somewhere here. The water is hot though. That's the reason you're made of gold, Amalgam, aren't you? Yeah, you're made of gold, Amalgam. Okay, so let's say we keep the water sieve in here. Are you submersible? I don't think so. Built above a waste reservoir. Okay, but are you submersible? I don't think so. I don't think you're submersible. I could save 1 tile space if I get rid of the deodorizers. Because what you do is you take in polluted oxygen and you output oxygen, which is pointless in this space, right? So I'm going to decon the deodorizers so that I get 1 tile of space. And that might allow me to move some things around. I got to move the generators, I guess. 1 tile or something. Move the gas vent, move everything to the right. That way I can get the other generator here. Alright, I can get the batteries out of there. That's totally doable. Your batteries are all the way up there. What's your load? Is it too high or something? Hmm. Uh, hmm. Man, I really want to start bumping these, but I'm just worried they just can't handle it. The conductive wire needs something, some space to build it. I'm gonna drop a ladder there. Only what's necessary. Yeah. Play it safe. What do we get? What do we get? Give me a good one. Give me a good one. Holy mother of Einstein. Max. You can't do agriculture, you can't dig, you can't build. But you're a bloody genius. You're the most brilliant mind I've ever seen. That's insane. I do need people to be supplying stuff, but 16 science, this dude can learn anything. I'm not letting go of that kind of a dupe. That's insane. Whoa. No agriculture, no constructing, no digging. Science, maybe supply, right? And that way you can go to rocket piloting. Let's do that. Most brilliant mind ever. Whoa, okay. When is this Slickster coming out? It's taking forever. We're out of coal. I need more coal. No, we're completely out of coal. I'm not seeing it. Some copper there. Unless these things poop enough coal for us to use. Right. Those batteries still have power. So that circuit is fine. For now. Disable the exosuit forge and disable the available to. You need 4 units of reed fiber. That's okay. How many warm coats do we have? How do I see that? How do I see like my team's clothing? Is there a way to do that? Everyone? I don't know what that means. It's not under consumable. Okay. It's nothing to do with schedule. Okay. Must be a way for me to just see their clothing. No? Alright, let's just check them then. Equipment, okay. No? No? Maybe it's not under equipment. No. There we go. So Catalina has the warm coat. You have a snazzy suit. And the rest of you don't. Okay, at least I know that. Let's get like 5 of those. Whenever we get the read for it. Okay, let's get these fired up. Maybe we can get some oxygen being produced from below here. Goes upwards, that'll be good. The hell is emitting all of that? What is that? Brimstone? It emits chlorine gas. Okay. Well, we want to save the bleach stone for sure. There's a bit more coal there. We'll try to dig that out, I guess. Yeah, a bit more coal. Let's get those. That will open this up, right? So not that. And how about these coal? Coal there. Some coal there as well. Let's see, 18, 19, and 20. There we go. You can do this. Okay, I think this room is fine. Yes, okay, that's working fine. The ranch is okay. All of these are okay. This one is missing a fancy decor, really. No, oh, it's missing a toilet. Oh, it's missing a toilet. I see. Uh, should I move the apothecary? We're gonna decon this. Let's rebuild the apothecary here. I just want to use that space to do the lavatory. Alright, there we go. And we get the lavatory there. Get a pipe in there. That should solve that problem. So you remove... How much of germs do you remove though? 120,000 exactly. Okay, I just said you left, I think should be okay. Yeah, I think this should be okay. Right, let's copy that. What are you not storing? Certain things. I think I'm just gonna make it an all go. Right? Don't need to do it otherwise for now. Alright, so you are out of gas because of this. Okay. I'm gonna enable this and this just to get that whole system working again. And we do need to repair these, so it's gonna take a bit of time. The tiles, okay. No one is working on the ice, are they? No, they're not. Obviously, they're not. Alright, cool. We are at cycle 71. We're opening up the ice section. Ooh, beach chair, really? That's cool. Monuments and stuff. Alright, we don't need to do all of that. It's a bit much. Actually, the one thing we have not really spent much on is the furniture. We could start decorating some stuff. I do see the stress levels going up, especially for Andy here. Right, Andy? Andy? Pay? Wait, what? No, 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 no. Andy. There you are. Yucky lungs. Ooh, that's what's affecting you. You're not very sick though. So let's see, where can I do the furniture? We can actually just do ceiling trims. It's super cheap to do. Works in almost all spaces. Mirth leaves work fine for this. Let's get another bed. Right? Then let's get some hanging pots. Right, let's get the ceiling trims to certain locations. Make it a little bit better if we can. They don't work up there, do they? Okay. This place looks okay, actually. It's not too much of a problem. That place is not meant to look good. It's what's expected. We could do a sculpting block there. Double. You double the decor for double the size or whatever. No, we'll just do that. That's fine. We can create an entertainment room here. Yeah, we could do that. Okay. So then let's just do an entertainment room here. What do you need for a chillax room? Uh, Great hall. No, okay. We don't have a mess hall, huh? Hmm. That will improve their morale. Yeah. We could just do a mess hall, actually. I think it's a bit more efficient in terms of improving dupe morale. So we'll just do a mess hall there. Where's the food? Food is there. So you gotta pick it up from there all the way here. No, that's a bit much. Ideally, it's just above where the kitchen is, and that will help. So, okay, so we can do the mess hall here, right? But before that, right, let's just assume I'm gonna do the mess hall here, right? Um, yeah. Let's just assume it's gonna be there. Okay, let's get the ladder through there. Just get these places deleted. There's a mirth leaf there. It's fine. It's chlorine gas that's gonna escape in. Let's see if that helps. And over here, aside from the mess hall, massage clinic is hilarious. I used to do these because there was not many ways to get rid of stress previously in the game, so you gotta get them a massage or something. Greenhouse, okay, that's fine. A stable, okay. Laboratory, okay. 2 science buildings. Light source, no industrial machinery. Could I turn this into a lab? Is this counted as an industrial machinery? How do I know what is industrial machinery? Industrial machinery. There we go. Does the printing pod check that again? I don't see the printing pod in that list. So you know what? We're gonna decon these two. Um, no, no, not that. Just decon that. And let's see if that works. Yeah. We need to produce more oxygen here, maybe. Yeah. Okay. So once they decon that, I do want air to flow through this area a bit better, but I think it's okay. I think we can just put tiles here. I wonder if that'll count this as a lab. Right, research has gone all the way there, so that's cool. We can get the signal selectors, automation. We need to start automating things for sure, but it's just all of that relies on refined metal, so it's gonna take a bit of time to get there. We have 600 kilos of copper. We have 700 kilos of iron. We are pretty stacked up, actually. Right, there we go. So they're building these now. So if we just put a door there and there, does that allow us to turn this into a lab? Remove the barracks. So just the cot? So just remove the cot. Okay. Okay. So this is to the rock. The rock can only sleep if there's light. So where do I move him to? I need to put him somewhere where there's light. Maybe just here, maybe? Just get a light over there, light fixture over there. I could just do that. That'll just save power. Bit of wire though. Let's see, furniture. Oh, and now we get a lab. We should have just done this from the start. Holy shit, I didn't know that. Okay. Laboratory, huh? Okay, so now we got a lab, recreational room, a building, no industrial machinery, a decor item. No industrial machinery. Okay, let's see. So what can we get? Utilities, no. Furniture? So here, let's put that there. One decor item, okay. Could just do that. Maybe get the, I don't know what do we want, arcade cabinet or jukebox? Jukebox is easier, but it's 960 watts though. Holy crap. 400 copper. Wow. Needs water intake. It needs everything. It's so demanding. It's doable though. We can do it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start getting the hydrogen gens up before I decide on more power. We're not doing very well with coal, to be fair. Right, we need more coal. So we need a lot more work done here. We can dig some of these out. I think we're just gonna have to dig out this section here, let the chlorine come out, and get the coal as needed. I think it's a higher priority for us. Yeah, so let's just do that. Cycle 72. We should be looking for something new. Let's see, Eddie. Athletics, sadly. Eddie, I need you to run faster. Gordon, okay, so you've maxed, your cuisine is 18. It's absolutely broken. You got some agriculture. You are in farming. Let's just get you to crop tending as well. That will help. Now, what about the next cycle? 1.4. Okay, so cycle 74. We should be getting something good. Some repairs going on here and there. But that's okay. Right. Yeah, I believe so. So again, the heavy watt wire takes about 100 copper. The conductive wire takes only 25, which is just better. So can I just replace this? I think I can, technically. Ooh, we got a little work of art there. Luna Slice, very nice. Dupe skill, what do you got? Critter ranching, 2. Nice, okay. Alright, Sweepy. Let's see what you can do. Please work this time. The last time, I don't know, for whatever reason, the CP just didn't. It just refused to work. Like, I don't know if it's the door or what it was, but it just wasn't working. Clay, okay. We have clay, don't we? Oh yeah, we have clay. So, what's the problem with you then? I think you're just taking time because we don't have anyone to operate it. Right, I think that seems to be the case. Right, let's get you up. Only Devon operates. Ruby does too. He digs as well. What about Devon again? Devon can also do supplying, storing, tidying. Okay, maybe we don't need you to do construction. We got 1, 2, 3 very good people doing construction. So let's lower that. And the other one who's good at operating, which is Ruby, is digging. We've got 1, 2 people. You're one of the 2 people good at digging. We don't dig very often though, so I think that makes sense that you can do both. So let's just deal with that. Oh yeah, there you go. Putting stuff in the kiln. That is doing something. Generating a lot of heat though. Okay, just hope that holds. Right, so what air do we have in here now? We have CO2. We are no longer gonna have polluted oxygen, I believe. So let's just decon this deodorizer. And let's just decon all of these actually. Alright. Yeah, we don't need you. Um, yeah, that should save a lot of materials. Okay, okay, what are you doing, Sweepy? You're charging? I think it's charging. Okay, right. Uh-huh. Okay, sweeping stuff, cool. Okay, okay, I'm gonna consider that a win for now. Get more automation stuff. How's this looking? This actually looks great. Maybe I should try turn on and see if the thing explodes. Um, how should I do it? See, the thing is, I'm gonna need a lot more conductive wires. I'm gonna need it to go all the way through this to the transformer. Right. Like, only then can I turn these two on. Logically. Not doing the ice delivery. Is this done? The hell? Oh, because of the lack of power there, so it's not being analyzed. Let's get that going. That's not running. This is not running. This is not. This generator is idle. Maybe get someone to kick that up, and that should get everything going. We need a lot more copper. Oh yeah. That'll be 2 tons if I do it that way. 3 tons. Starting to change everything to copper wires. It's gonna eat quite a bit. All right. What we're gonna do is we're gonna decon that. Decon that as well. All right. Let's see what we get. Ooh. I don't know. Construction. I mean, hey, I'll take it at this point. I don't mind. Bubbles, construction, the rock. More athletics. And then priorities. Kick up that building. Alright. More people building stuff. So, now that you're almost storing it fully. Now we got O2 production as well. Let's see how our O2 is. Okay, there we go. It's 1.8. We are doing great in O2 production right now. Yeah, that's actually a huge, big difference for us to get that all those CO2 being consumed there, and we're clearing up a lot of the natural gas here as well, which is great. Alright, we're doing okay managing these. It's all these other mixed gases that we gotta watch out for. As long as the CO2 keeps going down to settle, I think we should be okay. And we've given enough room between the ladder for the CO2 to flow, which means that will pay off in the long term. We need to deconstruct the heavy watt joint plate and replace that, which is a tile. Come on. Here we go. The airflow tile is allowing the CO2 to flow down as necessary, and that's working great for us. We got more CO2 in here, but that's a necessary amount of CO2. I believe I told them to decon these. Okay. Cool. There we go. That can easily handle the power. Alright, that's great. So this one does not have wiring actually. Does it need it though? So what's the load right now? It's actually not much. It's like 168. It's mostly these. It's not being used very often, and then there's some there. Yeah, we can power that, sure. One going there. Actually, all things considered, I think we can actually get a jukebox in here or something. Make it fun for them. Let's do that. So what furniture? Espresso machine or the... I'm really tempted to do the espresso machine. I've never done this, so... Super tempting. 480 watts power. Oh, your power supply is there as well. Okay. And the liquid intake. Let's not supply polluted water into that. That'll be absolutely disastrous. Hang on. Okay. I hope that works. So what are you... Oh, okay, this one. Now let's enable this one. That way we get the CO2 back into this area as necessary. Alright, there we go. So now the dustbin is full, right? So now someone has to empty the sweepy. And that's just it. If someone empties the sweepy, then we're good. Treco. Wrangle. A lot of iron ore here, very nice. Some coal coming in as well. Good stuff, good stuff. Mop that up. Water is just filling up this place. What else? We can research some of this in-between stuff. How is this? We still need power here. Is that kicking up power again? Oh, I see, I see. I need to allow them to just enable this to get everything running first. God damn. temporarily disable it. Does that work? Maybe. Okay, now you go in and then you just turn that on. Dude, just turn that on. The hell? Calling it a night. Fine, fair enough. So we need a little more lime. That's what we need. We have refined carbon. We need 300 kilos of steel. Right, so we have enough refined carbon. We just need the lime. Eggshell to lime. This is the higher priority. This is a higher priority. We don't need this. So we'll just leave that there. I mean, we don't need to disable it or anything. It'll work fine. Oh shit, this bed should belong to Mr. Rock. Yeah, there we go. So that you get enough sleep in the dark. Yeah, let's just copy this. Do it that way. The lab does get a bonus, doesn't it? Yes, it does. So, how does the efficiency bonus help? Morale bonus. Morale bonus. Efficiency. Efficiency. Is this faster or something? I don't know. The Rock is pretty stressed. Yeah, because he slept without the light and he's afraid of the dark and whatever. So vitamin juice, just use coal. We have enough coal, but let's not waste it on this. Do we have a medical pack right now? We do. So 2 is enough. We don't need any more. It's only if there's slime lung we can get rid of it. Okay, what about vitamins? We don't have any vitamin juice, like at all. Reduces the chance of contracting. Cure. Curing is better. Let's see, tablets, no tablets. Let's make like just 2 of those for fun. You're getting this bonus as well, right? Okay. Dude. Can someone do that? Jeez, thank you. Let's enable that building. Yo, no. Ashken? Okay. No, Ashken, no. Very toasty. Okay, that prevents him from going there. Thank God. Right, let's see whether we can get the power going here. Just enough for this thing to start pumping. Is it because of this? Yeah, I think the broken wire is damaging the entire circuit. Uh, okay. There's a bit of slime lung spreading. Where is it coming from? Just opened up in this pocket here. Oh, scary. A little scary. There's some chlorine there that we could open up. And there's coal as well. So if you open up for the chlorine, we should get the coal. That would help. Hmm. And we're almost at this place. A lot of hydrogen gas there. I'm going to enable the tapidizer, and I'm going to enable this one. Let's see if we can take the load. Let's do that. These are all connected. There we go. Alright, that is sending in some liquid into this place for the electrolyzer to run. That might be emitting a little bit of dirt. Right, so I think this pump still has to be disabled for now. Okay, yeah, that one still has to be disabled for now. Just until we sort out the until the temperature can do its thing to work. It's going to produce a lot of heat, and that is dropping the germs. That's fantastic. It's working. It's working. Ooh, ooh. Oh, that's so cute. The hell? One day it will grow into an adult Slickster? I thought there was another Slickster egg. Where is it? Sage hatch. It's starving because of the body temperature. Let's see whether we can get it fed before it dies. I swear there was another Slickster in here. I'm not sure where it is. Slickster egg, there we go. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to get the Slickster eggs. I need to get them back here. They should not have been put into one of these. So where is the Slickster eggs? What I'll do is I'll do that, and then I'll copy these. And that should give me an idea of where it ended up. Because they're gonna dump all of those. There we go, we got rocket piloting. You got super hard. Devon's got, what do you do, Devon? I'll take electrical too, sure. Yeah, I'll do that. That's okay. Research emulsification. Okay, that's interesting. I've never really done that one. Let's see how it works. Combines liquids into fluid components. Compounds. So we combine two fluids together, basically, if we do that. Mm. Where did my Flixer eggs end up? Jeez, dude. Mm. See, I know we have it. Right, I just don't know where we put it. How do I find... How do I find something on the map? Is there a way to do that? Hmm. Nah, no idea. This one seems to be working now. That one has no power. Okay. We're not really using this, so I'm going to disable it. And I guess this is okay. Frostbun, very interesting. Sleet wheat grain. Hmm, that's new. Let's see. Insufficient resource eggshell. Well, as we hatch more eggs, we should be getting more eggshells. Matter of time, I guess. Does this count as a mess hall? It does. I mean, hey, I guess so. There's not enough air to breathe in there, but it counts as a mess hall. So. Some of the natural gas has gone to the upper level. Might have to just move the gas pump up there to get that. So I'll do that. Let's move you. Just move you there. Let's see what we got. Mirth leaves. What about you? Ooh, damn, all these stats are terrible. Husbandry, morning bonus. Yeah. Yeah, it's just not good. Well, anyway, we don't need those. We are doing okay at cycle 76. Yeah. Okay. There we go. We got a good amount of hydrogen in there for the record to do its thing. It's still looking for food though, which we can't get because of the temperature here. It also does not have the suitable atmosphere at all. Like it doesn't have CO2. Technically, it doesn't have anything, huh? We could let some CO2 in there. So let me get this straight. Hmm. So the mealwood needs oxygen, polluted oxygen, or CO2. The Draco eats pincha, bomb, and mealwood. Hmm. But you need a hydrogen atmosphere for it. Y'all don't care. You just eat whatever. Hatch farm is pretty easy. There's a lot of CO2 in there. I can totally just airflow them. Yeah, it's not even infected or anything, it's just CO2. Hey, I'll do it. I'll do it. Think that's a given. Okay, this one stopped, so I need to just connect you to here. That should do it. Okay, like get this Flixtor out so that we can get another one in the incubator. It needs power as well. Yeah. Should I just do that? $7.5 tons of copper ore. We've got a lot of coal as well now. So let's just make use of that. Oh, CO2 coming in here, very nice. Should be good for the Slixer farm. We don't know how much they consume at this point, actually. Let's just disable this temporarily, get more power moving around. There's enough CO2 in there. We don't need it. So now what? Now what? Need someone to operate this, right? Not yet, I guess. Guess y'all are busy in here. Yeah, seems to be the case. CO2 is going in. But it's gonna sit down there though, because these things are only gonna get in contact with the hydrogen. Bit of a mistake. What's the temperature like here? It's pretty hot too. This is very tricky. I need to get you in a zone which is like not too hot, but you get the CO2. The CO2 is down here, it's not gonna come up here. Alternatively, you need polluted oxygen, you're not gonna get that either. What else can I do to farm these Dracos? I can dump the Dracos in here. Then they'll just start eating things, right? They start starving. They'll just die if this keeps up. Yeah. Not entirely sure how to make this work safely. Man, Draco Farm is complicated because you need a combination of like different kinds of food just to make it work. So you need any air? It's just that you need polluted water. Okay. You specifically need chlorine gas. Hmm. Uh, okay. I mean, anyway, let's see whether we can do a pincher pepper plant farm as well. So maximum is 96 tiles, so we can't do anything about that. I can do a pincher pepper plant farm. Yeah. Do they have to be upside down? I think yes, right? And if I get polluted water in, they will grow regardless. And the Draco should be able to go around and eat them. In theory. Okay, what else do I need to know? What's your temperature? You can handle high temperatures. You don't need this. So let's decon that. Decon these. Let's just get the polluted water. With the high temperature. Because the temperature he doesn't really care about the temperature, right? So let's get the polluted water with the high temperature. Into this. My bad. Okay. Catalina's stuck. Holy shit. Come on, guys, help her. Guys. Okay. That's okay. Let's decon this. Pincha pepper plant. There we go. So it bumps into the gas pump. That's okay. We can move that around. Let's see. Yeah, we can move the gas pump. Can move you. There is fine. There is fine. No, those things are tall. Those things are very long, huh? So we're only trying to pump out the oxygen. That's what we're trying to get out of here. So we can actually sit a little lower with you, like even there, and still do it. Yeah. And as long as this tile is close enough, I think they can do it. There we go. Maybe that will solve our problem. Let's see. Still need a way to reach that, huh? Okay. You can plant that here. So now you just need the polluted water to flow up. For that, you just need that pipe. These pipes as well. Okay, fine. Unreachable. Maybe the ladder can fit. No. Mm, yeah, I might need to just get rid of this whole thing here. There's too much slime lung though. Uh, how do I make sure they do it from that direction? I can't make sure. I just gotta hope for the best actually. Mm, yeah, something like that. You just took slime lung with you, didn't you? No, you didn't actually. That wasn't so bad. Okay, they're doing it from here. That's okay. Oh, that's actually really good. We figured that out. Um, okay. Right. Never mind. You have O2 gas mask, okay. So you're working on that. Slime lung is spreading in here a little bit. Gotta make sure that one doesn't end up stored anywhere. How do I salvage this? Oh, you're being blocked. Ah, that's fine. I'll decon this. Okay. Let's just enable this. I'm gonna have to deal with some bacteria. We can't deal with this too entirely. Wait, are we actually running out of food for some reason? Why are we running out of food? We have so much food here. Body temperature? It's too hot for them? Temperature's like 31. So I do need to start to cool this place a little bit. Uh, hmm, that might be it. So if I lock this, They gotta go around here just to access this area. That will at least prevent the slime lung, right? Yeah, and the pepper plants are growing fine inside this, which I'm sure the Rekko will eat, or rather would love to eat. Let's open that door. That one's locked up, that's fine. There's a little bit of slime lung getting out. Gotta just mind that. A lot of CO2 actually coming up this way. Wow, okay. All things considered, that area is doing fine. For whatever reason, they don't want to do anything about this. Oh, I gotta press remove? Is that the way it works? So what about this one? Like that? Okay, I didn't know that. Don't remember if I used to do that actually. Um, leave that as auto. Okay, so now they gotta go through this. That at least will make sure that they sanitize their hands when they're coming out. Wait, what? Y'all not using this? Why y'all not using this? That was weird. Just gonna leave it as both for now. The place is quite heavily infected. They're not using it. What the hell? Okay. Let's get that done so that we can salvage this palm lily. The gold amalgam is sort of holding this off a little bit. Heat is still building up though. Damn, this place is hot. Okay. That place is freezing cold on the other end. Okay. Oh, what's this? Frozen fossil? Yeah, I gotta do that. Right, let's dig our way through to the frozen fossil here. And that way we can explore what that is all about. There's one more here, so also dig our way through to this. There we go. You can handle a lot of body temperature, huh? So that you are exactly what I need to cool off some of the other locations, right? Because of your ability to handle all kinds of temperatures. V Swartz. So maybe I use you to cool this place. Do you grow in a farm tile? Let's see. Wheeze. Doesn't seem to be the case. How about you? How about here? Can I grow you there? Planter boxes, farm tiles, or hydroponics. Ooh, really? So if I can plant you in hydroponics, then I'd rather just plant you in here. Yeah, I'd rather just plant you in there. So he's turning that around. That's gonna cool the place a little bit. Yeah, that is dropping the temperature for the mealwoods to grow. But I think having a V-sword in the middle there might actually solve this problem a little better. So I'm gonna decon this. And yeah, I might have to consider V-swords. Alright, let's see what we get. What the hell is this? Dasha Salt Vine. A what now? Dasha The Dasha salt wine is a unique plant that needs large amounts of salt to balance the levels of water in its body. In order to keep a supply of salt on hand, the end of the vine is coated in microscopic formations which bind with sodium atoms, forming large crystals over time. Consume small amount of chlorine gas and form sodium deposits as they grow, producing harvestable salt. Oh, they grow in chlorine, huh? Very interesting. I actually don't mind that. Tidying is also really good. We do need this. Do we need salt for very many things in this game? Let's see. Applications. Okay, bleach stone. Okay. Rust deoxidizer. Okay. Not really. Not really. We don't really need it. At least it doesn't seem like that's the case. So I'm gonna get Ellie here. We don't really need your construction. I'd rather have you go into tidying. Yeah, sure. Ooh, what else can you do? You have super hard digging. Just an interesting ability for sure. I don't mind getting you into research. Science just allows you to learn things faster. You need this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Research. Let's get that. Emulsifiers. Don't know whether we'll need that. Canister drainer. We don't need this just yet. E2. Okay. Now we have analyzed this. So it says here, analysis complete. How does that help? Overpressure idle in 0.3 cycles. Average output. Do we like increase its output because we did the research? Maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure. Pressure generator, stuff like that. Unreachable. I think that should allow us to reach it. Let's see. Oh. Oh, we end up removing the pepper plant just to get to that, huh? But now it's a reachable build, so yeah, I guess now we can build it. Oh, it's so difficult to get these things built, huh? How do we actually manage these? Because if their height, like they grow to this insane length. Maybe if the insulated tiles were not there, I think we can actually handle these. You know what I mean? Like if this is open, maybe? we can reach this easier than if we were to go this way. Would that work? Maybe. It will just drop down here, we pick it up, something like that. I'm actually not sure. Just gonna have to go with it. Just build it first and then we'll see. Or we'll just do the normal thing and we'll just create a tile there. That should allow us to just do what we need to do. Yeah. Just reach it. We don't need that many. Alright, we're at cycle 80. And we have got quite a few items we need for automation, and we might be focusing on that next because we have a lot of copper as well. We also need to get a lot more lime so that we can produce more iron. We managed to get produce more steel. We managed to get a little bit of it. Let's just tick that up. Let's see. Yeah, so we got a little bit of lime. I think we need a lot more. And then we'll be back in the next episode and see how this one works. We are producing crude oil, which is insane. I've never actually been able to do that before. So if all goes well, we might be able to actually use a petroleum generator. Right. And for petroleum, I need to get crude oil. Just heat the hell out of it. And I get petroleum. Okay. Seems to be the case. Might be able to just create a wall here to separate these two. And hopefully, as long as it stays within this zone and not float over to this side, I can use this the fuel here to just heat it up into petroleum. Right. That should technically work. Or I could just pump it all out. Just get a lot of crude oil here. Pump it all out to this section. Start generating petroleum from there. And I think once we get the petroleum generators going, we pretty much will solve all of our energy problem, because it produces about 2 kilowatts of power, which is pretty cool. It's like a stable, very stable output. It's not as powerful as certain other generators, like perhaps, where's the not the hydrogen, the pressure one. Wait, I thought there's another generator. Oh, we don't have it anymore. There was like a gas pressure generator. I think they removed it. Steam generator, steam turbine or something like that. No, it's here. Steam turbine is here. There we go. We can get this. Yeah, maybe I'll try to get that as well to see whether we can use the steam turbine to do something with the natural gas geyser. Right. Yeah, a lot of polluted water, and we are actually starting to use it. So that is nice. And we are getting hydrogen gas in here. Once these pepper plants are growing, hopefully these things can actually get some food. 2.7 cycles to die. Can you eat something? You only need something that's fully grown, right? Yeah, it's not gonna grow anytime soon. Oh well. We'll have to deal with the consequences. I'll see you guys in the next one. It's been amazing. We're on cycle 81.